It's a real privilege to be here at Venetia Williams with Andy, a co-owner of L'Homme Presse, along with Peter and Pam and Pat. And this is a part of your routine that you really enjoy with what you call Gent.
Yeah, it is 3 days a week. I come in, bring a few carrots and come and spend plenty of time in the box with him. As you can see, he's always there waiting for his carrots. He would walk around the yard like a dog with me, I think, with these carrots, but yeah, and I check him out emotionally, mentally, make sure he's well balanced and he's happy, and then the boss indoors can do the rest of it.
And you think that over the last 6 weeks since he's been returned to racing, mentally seems like a better, more confident horse?
Yeah, he was very good leading up to Lingfield. He was better after it, but since Ascot, I know it's only been a few days, he's really in a good place. And I think it just mentally gave him that extra bit of confidence at Ascot on Saturday. So yeah, looking forward to the future.
Let's go back to the beginning, when you first set eyes on L'Homme Presse, the horse you love to call Gent. What was that like? What were your memories?
Well, I got the train up through France to Paris and another train out to Normandy to this big stud, and he was the only one there in a box, not dissimilar to this, and he was very lonely, and he was a big gangly teenager. And I walked straight up to him and he just put his head straight in my chest, and I said, "You're coming home with me, son." And I said, "I'm going to call you Gent." And I walked 5 yards away and he just started kicking the door until I kept coming back. He wasn't going to let me leave him there, so I put him straight on the box and took him away that day.
So it was obviously love at first sight, but it was a special bond, which is very important to you. Obviously, the racing is the primary reason why they're here, but having a bond with a racehorse is something a bit more for you as an owner.
Yeah, they are racehorses, and that's what they do. But the bond is everything for me. I've got other horses that haven't made the racecourse, and I'm just as much in love with them as I am with him, because they're all just as equally important. So.
And let's go from sort of the start, really, from a training perspective and what he's achieved. You obviously thought that he had the potential to achieve greatness. Has it exceeded what you even thought when you first saw him in that field all those years ago?
I don't think you expect anything. Nobody expects anything. I felt he was very good when I brought him here. I did say he was a proper horse and take your time, and everyone thought I was barking mad because I just moved back from France. I brought him out of the field basically, injured, and then they went, "Oh, okay." But I'd seen him doing a little bit before then, and I did say to my wife, she said, when I bought him, she said, "Can I dream of the Gold Cup?" And I went, "Well, Hennessy Gold Cup, just don't get too excited." But I definitely think he's a Hennessy horse. And that was when the first week that I bought him. So, but listen, that's hope. You can't say, it would be very big-headed to say I knew, because you don't.
You're pretty good at managing expectations, I suppose, then, but once you get to 2022, go back 2 years ago and the build up to Cheltenham and what he had ahead of him, you probably started to believe a little bit more that this horse could, if he was to get to that point, become your Gold Cup horse one day.
Well, we knew at Ascot in the graduation chase, when he won that after Exeter, Charlie came through the tunnel and he just leant down and he said, "That's so easy, you could have ridden that, Andy." And I thought, right, we go to the Dipper at Cheltenham, the Grade 2. And when he won that, then we knew we were in business then. So I was actually very calm for the Cheltenham race, the Brown Advisory. I was in total belief that he would win it. I was really calm. Although when he did cross the line, I burst into tears again, as is my want on TV. But.
And so, obviously, it's not been that straightforward, as chilled as you can be. This last 13 months up until when we saw him in the Fleur de Lis probably hasn't been straightforward, but then...
That's the understatement.
Everything gets rewarded when you see the horse that you know with that real will to win back again, doing exactly what he's born to do.
Yeah, that was lovely. Those 13 months here were very difficult for everybody. for him, but for us as well, and the amount of work that Beth and Jess and Kevin and everyone put into him, Liz, the Austin, everyone. I keep naming names, and Venetia, obviously. It was a real roller coaster of the 13 months, and to see him come back to Lingfield and do that, hence my emotions, it was absolutely amazing.
Cheltenham is a place he really loves.
He's
got a record that explains for itself. What will your feelings be? How the calmness that you say that you feel you have? Do you feel like you're going to be pretty calm going into this, because this is the pinnacle?
Yeah.
How is Andy Edwards going to be the morning, the week in the build up to the Gold Cup?
Calm, excited, not nervous and not anxious at all. I've got the best trainer, best staff here, best people who look after him. Got a fantastic horse, and it's an absolute privilege to be there. What happens on the day will happen on the day. Everyone's worrying about the ground already. Yeah, but it'll be what it'll be.
Obviously, this is going to be a hot renewal of the Gold Cup. We've got some pretty special horses lining up. We want some fighting talk, though, Andy. You want to win it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. But why do you think that L'Homme Presse has the ability to beat a Galopin de Champs and to beat some of the best that Ireland can throw at you? What do you think that he's got?
Right, what he has that a lot of horses don't have, apart from his ability, is he has a grit and emotional determination within him, a mental grit and an emotional will to win. And if you see him on the gallops later or just walking next to another horse, he doesn't like anyone in his own space. He'll tell him to get out the way. Mm-hmm. And having been a sportsman myself, grit and determination will beat someone else with a bit more talent that doesn't have that grit. Mm-hmm. And in a race situation, they all communicate with each other, these horses, all the time. They communicate during a race. You'll be aware that I'm big on animal communication and understanding of their mental and emotional psyches and helping them and reassuring them with that. When someone's doing that to you in sport, it can be intimidating, mm-hmm. and that's what he has.